The power of his dream brings you here. His man, Sean Carlard.
Continuing with the A from trauma from the STAND course. We've been through the T, we've been through the R, and now we're in the A, which is acknowledge. And we've talked about we've got to acknowledge the original intent of our trauma. And trauma is usually there to seek, kill, and destroy. And it takes from people's lives a lot more than we actually give it credit for. Trauma does chase us into comfort. And we need to acknowledge that we are finding comfort in the wrong place. So in other words, we call it displaced comfort. Now, Wilma, what are the places that I would normally find comfort?
In a packet of chips.
Okay, that's my problem. Yeah, you're right. You can really torture me with packet of chips. For you, it might be a chocolate, it might be a donut, it might be a pizza, it might be your sport, it might be your job, it might be going to retail therapy. But we do find comfort in the wrong places because trauma, let's say a little child, falls and scrapes their knee. That is trauma.
Mm-hmm.
All that child expects from the parent is, it's going to be okay. There. They put a plaster on it, and I think the plaster is just, mommy's taking care of me, daddy's taking care of me, and we just need somebody to say it's going to be okay. And we see it in the movies when there's a relational issue and somebody's broken up with somebody. What do? They go to the fridge and they take a big bucket of ice cream, and that's it. And we go, yeah, eat that ice cream. You deserve it.
You're going to feel so much better.
You're going to feel so much better. People go for a run, they go to gym, and they deserve a pizza afterwards. I have just traumatized my body, and I want payback. Now, there's two others, Wilma, that we've discovered, which are probably more hidden, but have more significance than
far
any
more
of
dangerous,
those.
I think, personally, Sean. I think the first one is blame.
Oh,
Just to find that comfort, it's as long as what I can blame the other person for what I've been through, and I can be angry at them.
So I can blame the government, I can blame a service provider, I can blame my spouse. If these children would just, I would be a far better parent.
Which is part of disassociation. You're moving it on to someone else.
Yeah.
You don't take ownership of it.
Yeah.
So that blaming gives you comfort because you're forever looking at the other and not at yourself.
If somebody throws cold water over you or maybe spits on you and you get angry and you say they made me angry, no, they just made you wet.
You made you angry.
You made you angry. So comfort is found in blame. Mm-hmm. The other one?
Is unforgiveness.
Ooh, no, you can't be. Serious?
Yeah.
Well, I did when I was teaching a corporate company, and we got to how, which we do in the full course, and we go into depth and we actually share a real life story as to how a person couldn't even get up to go make a cup of tea, and forgiving somebody in front of their son just stood up and there were no ailments. And we have taught this, where a person, history of cancer, needing a wheelchair to get around, not disabled, but needs to rest, understanding this trauma could affect us physically, actually had a life-changing experience in front of many witnesses. But I was teaching it to somebody and they said, there's no ways you can expect me to forgive my father. And I said, but forgiveness is more for you than it is the other person. No, if I forgive my father, who's going to make him pay? He's going to get away with it. So strangely enough, unforgiveness feels nice. You will pay, sucker. If there's one person on this planet Earth that's going to make you pay. Now, when we do the full course, we actually address that person going, you know what? What you're looking for is payback.
Absolutely.
And Wilma, do we give them payback?
We do indeed, yes.
We give them so much payback that it's like an adrenaline
It's
rush.
liberating.
It is indeed. As we've said before, whatever you do,
don't you go away.
The power of his dream brings you here. His man, Sean Carlard.